Another character in Marvel Comics has come out to be a furry. Who is it, and what am I talking about? Hang tight because we're talking about it in today's video. Are you ready? Let's go! Hi there, I'm Kame the Turtle, and you are watching Turtle Time. Marvel Comics has been around forever, since at least the 1960s. And they have never shied away from using anthropomorphic characters or characters who could transform in one degree or another into some kind of animal form, and thus technically making them furries. Because what is a furry? By definition, a furry would be an animal with human-like characteristics, making them anthropomorphic or anthropomorphized. Characters that are animal but have human traits would include Howard the Duck and Rocket Raccoon, while those who could take on an animal-like form would include characters like Tigra and the Werewolf by Night Jack Russell. However, in recent years, more and more established characters have been coming out either as furries themselves, just like you and me, just being fans of the fandom, or just in general support of it, even though they themselves might not identify as being furries. However, there's at least one character that is definitively a furry, like you and me, and like the more traditional sense, like what would happen in Zootopia. What am I talking about? Hang tight till the end of the video because I'm going to tell you about them there. In recent years, Marvel has been coming out with more long-time established characters. Characters that's been around since at least the 1990s. So yeah, it might be only like 30 years or so, but for many of us, these are the characters we grew up with, reading or watching these shows with. Even newer characters. For a long time, established characters that are coming out as supportive of the furry fandom, we got characters like Deadpool, who in a recent issue, in support of their crossover movie with Wolverine, had a massive event where they went world hopping. And a la Kingdom Hearts, they got to go and experience the world they went into. And in at least one variant world, Deadpool and Wolverine became anthropomorphic animals. Wolverine became, well, a Wolverine. I know, that was a cop-out on Marvel's part. But Deadpool became a fox. Henceforth, going to be called Foxpool on his channel. Now, as Foxpool, Deadpool said something along the lines of, paraphrasing here, it felt right to him. So he might come out as a furry in future issues. Maybe even going to furry conventions. Maybe getting a fursuit of his Fox alter self. Who knows? But another long-time established character is Kurt Wagner, aka Nightcrawler from the X-Men, the blue fuzzy elf with a demon tail. In a more recent issue from the X-Men comics, a human attacker called him a furry because he is covered in fur to insult him. But Nightcrawler said that he actually likes furs in general, and he thinks that our parties are magnificent. What parties have you been to? I really want to know that. But the newer characters on this list are surprising. But in a relatively recent issue of Chasm, Curse of Kane, the character Chasm, formerly known as Scarlet Spider, aka Ben Reilly, a clone of Peter Parker, and his girlfriend, Hallows Eve, are fighting some bad guys when Hallows Eve donned one of her magic masks that transformed her into a humanoid panther. And Chasm said, "Isn't it weird that I think that you're hot in that form?" Which makes him at least furry adjacent. So yeah, and there's more characters that's been long time established coming out as furries, or at least furry adjacent anyway. But what about that character who I said was a furry, like you and me? Well, that would be the character Goodness Shiva, aka Good Boy, from the 2016 run of the Great Lake Avengers. It was stated that this character gained their powers from their persona. How did that work? I don't know. But Goodness Shiva could become a big, blue, buff wolf man who took on the name of Good Boy, and teaming up with the Great Lake Avengers, an offshoot of the Avengers that, if they show up to the party, you know things are to the wire, because these are C-list heroes at best on a normal day. Well, they got a few good ones on the list that could be, in theory, more useful, such as Squirrel Girl, who's another anthropomorphic character that could be considered a furry, because she has a squirrel tail. Does she count as a furry? Not sure. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But yeah, there's more and more characters being pushed to become at least furry adjacent. What do you think of these events? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see another furry comic book series, check out my review on the comic book Plush, linked in the cards above and description below. And if you liked what you saw, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications when my next video airs. Leave a like, maybe a comment, share with friends, family, other furry friends you might know, and I hope to see you all next time. Johnny.